The Moby Grape album, Grape Jam. It was released in 1968 and produced by David Rubinson. So this is basically a bonus disc for the album Wow. It's kind of just like them jamming in the studio. It's not even the full band. Peter Lewis isn't on any of this. Skip Spence is only like on 3 tracks. There's guest piano players on a couple of the tracks. I bought this around 2020 or 2021. Bought it online. I don't remember what I paid for it. This is a Sundazed reissue of the album. So this only has 5 tracks on it. Really, the only reason I even decided to review this separate from Wow is just that I didn't feel like listening to it after I listened to Wow last week, and just wanted to kind of keep my video a little bit shorter and not have to do as much work then. So really, I probably should have just talked about this with Wow, because I almost feel like this should just still, like, if anybody ever like redoes these, like, you should really just put this out with Wow, because on its own it's not really that worth getting. There's only five tracks. They're all pretty much all like instrumental jams, except for 2. The first track, Never, is probably the most interesting thing on here, because it's very clearly kind of the inspiration for Zeppelin's Since I've Been Loving You. It has like the same lyrics and same vocal melody. Zeppelin kind of, it seems like, took this and then just like kind of ramped it up to 11 for Since I've Been Loving You. It's not bad. It's got some cool guitar in it. Sung by Bob Mosley. I think he wrote it. As far as like the only kind of real song on here, it's not bad. But it's not like as good as anything that they have on their regular albums. It's kind of like strangely like subdued, and they're just like kind of relaxed and like jamming to it almost. The second track, Boysenberry Jam, this one's kind of more up-tempo than that. It's a cool jam. It's got Skip Spence playing the piano on this one, so that's kind of different. But yeah, it's just a jam. Third track, Black Currant Jam, is also a jam. And this one's got Al Kooper on piano, and the piano really kind of is the like driving force behind the song. I feel like it's the most like audible instrument, which is the same with the next track, Marmalade, another instrumental. This one has Mike Bloomfield on piano, and it's the longest track on here at like 13 minutes. It's kind of weird on these 2 jams that have the guest piano players, because the piano is just like so loud in the mix on both of them that it really like dominates the sound, and it's almost like they were trying to highlight the guest piano player more than they were the band jamming. So it's kind of strange in that way. The 5th and final track, The Lake, has lyrics by Michael Hayworth, and you can't really hear what they are because this song is just like this weird psychedelic like soundscape thing. It's really like, I can't even remember if there are any instruments in it off the top of my head, because it's just kind of like Bob Mosley reciting these lyrics, and then there's all these weird sound effects going off. There's like backwards voices and just weird sounds, and just all kind of like psychedelic stuff going off. So The Lake, that closes, it's like almost not really a song. It's just kind of more like noises with these lyrics being recited that you can't really like decipher the lyrics. And then they just like say the name of the lyricist all creepy at the end. And like, if you didn't look and know that was the guy that wrote the lyrics, you'd be like, why are they just creepily saying Michael Hayworth at the end? Because they almost like whisper it. It's a really kind of creepy sounding song. Grape Jam is like by far the least essential thing that they released during like their initial run from Moby Grape to Truly Fine Citizen. It's really just like it says. It's a jam album, just kind of them messing around in the studio. I feel like it was really just meant to be a bonus disc and not its own thing. So this is really one that you can skip unless like you're a completionist or become a huge Moby Grape fan and have to hear everything they did. It's not really anything that is probably worth going out and like spending a ton of money on, since it's really just, you know, a couple jams